All right, we got a tag going here, guys. We're running behind as usual, but here we go. Excuse the cylinders and everything else.
This is the tag you put out there on September 7th, Val. And this is the can only choose one.
Let's marinate. Come here, Duff. Duff. Hey.
Jem, no.
Hey, Jem. Excuse me, guys. We're just having a little doggy dispute.
Number one, restaurant. Chinese, Italian, or Mexican?
Well, I don't care for going to restaurants, but if I had to, it would probably be the Italian.
Yeah, I mean, I like all three kinds of food, but Italian is probably my favorite. No surprise there.
Yeah, we had the boat. We used to take the boat down into New York and dock at Chelsea Pier, take a cab into Little Italy and have dinner. You know, then take a cab back to the boat and hang out for the weekend. Maybe go up to Hudson or so, but for the most part, Little Italy. And that's what it was. Same thing we went
Walked
to.
around Chinatown too.
Yeah,
that
well,
was fun.
yeah, Little Italy's kind of right there.
Yeah, yeah, there.
And then we went to Glen Cove. We went to that Chinese restaurant.
No, Chinese.
No, Italian.
Yeah, that.
It was actually in a house.
Yeah, it was in the basement of a house, but didn't look like a basement. You had to go down.
We did?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a living room, and I was looking out the window.
Oh,
that was the other one. Yeah, okay. There was two of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number two, peanut butter. Jif, Skippy, or Peter Pan?
None of the above.
None of the above for me either.
We like, what is it?
We like Crazy Richards.
That's what it is? That
one that we give to them too?
Yeah, the one that I use in my ice cream?
Yep, Crazy Richards.
It's salt-free.
It's 100% peanuts.
Yeah.
No added salt, no added sugar, just 100% peanuts.
Yeah, that's
And
what I like.
I don't like to talk about it too much because then everybody's going to buy it and there won't be any for me. But anyway.
That sucks.
The others, the Jif, Skippy, Peter Pan, they have added sugar, they have added salt. We don't need that.
I'm not really crazy about it.
Number three is breakfast meat, bacon, sausage, or ham.
Well, I like all, but if I had a choice, it would be bacon.
I prefer bacon. I'm not crazy about ham and sausage, if you want, once in a while.
I just had the sausage today, but other than that, bacon.
Jelly, strawberry, raspberry, or grape?
Oh, I'm kind of the strawberry guy.
I like the grape. I've tried the strawberry and raspberry, and I always go back to the grape. And I like rather than jelly, I like the jam, because you spread it better. Breakfast, pancakes, waffles, or crepes?
Oh. I'm not a pancake guy at all. You know, we got some frozen ones occasionally. She'll make some occasionally.
Not waffle. Oh, no. But, pancakes,
yeah. I'm a waffle guy for the most part. If I had to eat one of them, it would be a waffle. Especially the Belgian waffles.
If I knew how to make them, I would like crepes. They're always good. But my second is waffles, I guess. Waffles and pancakes are kind of on an even keel with me. Number 6, cereal. Cheerios, Rice Krispies, or Corn Flakes? Always Cheerios for me.
Yeah, well, Cheerios it would be my. That's what I grab most of the time. If there's a total, I'll grab that once in a while. Sometimes I'll mix them. I do like those little shredded wheats, but I don't eat a lot of them. What was those Cheerios that you got not too long ago?
Churros.
Churros? Yeah, they have some type of
cinnamon. They have cinnamon nutmeg churros.
Yeah,
cereal.
churros. Those were pretty good too.
I'll have to try and remember to find those again.
Yeah.
Next is oatmeal, cream of wheat, or grits.
Ugh, screw grits. Oh. When I was younger, 3 of us went to Florida. Giuseppe, Frankie, and myself. We decided just to go to Florida. Nobody knew where we were going. But anyway, we get down there, and down there, grits and some of these like White Power breakfast spots, whatever it was we went into, had grits. And I thought they were taking the place of a potato, which they were. So I'm thinking they were potato, which, right. Well, those grits ended up on the floor, really on the floor. And at that point, no grits. It's going to be potatoes for me, but
There are no
that's not a
potatoes. That's
choice.
oatmeal, cream of wheat, or grits.
So if I'm going to eat any of it, it's probably going to be oatmeal.
I love grits.
Hmm.
I love grits. But I also like cream of wheat. Oatmeal comes in third. I do eat it occasionally, but I'm not a big fan. But I love grits. Beer, wine, or liquor. This is number 8.
We don't drink.
Yeah, we don't drink, but I do occasionally like a glass of wine. But we don't drink. I mean, if I have 2 glasses of wine in a year, that's a lot. Number 9 is cookies, oatmeal, chocolate chip, or peanut butter.
No, that's another. I'm not a real big cookie fan, and I don't like any one of those. It would either be coconut or almond if there was a choice of a cookie for me, but I wouldn't eat any of those.
I like chocolate chip. I do like chocolate chip cookies. Sandwich. On a sandwich, I guess it's on a sandwich. Mayo, mustard, or Miracle Whip.
Well, Miracle Whip, forget about it, even though it's somewhat,
I don't care for Miracle Whip either.
But that depends on the sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so again, most of the time, however, I use mayonnaise.
Yeah, most of the time I'm mayonnaise, but if it's liverwurst, I'll use a honey mustard for liverwurst. But otherwise, most of the time it's mayo.
Yeah.
Number 11, eggs, scrambled, fried, or poached.
Well, I like them always. I like a good poached egg. I like Eggs Benedict, but not everybody knows how to make the hollandaise sauce, so I don't order them that much. And they got to be just right for me. The same with any of them. They have to be just right. With a fried egg, it has to be where all the white is cooked, but the yolk has to be loose.
We also have to take all those little white things around the yolk off.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
don't like all those little white
little
slimy things
white-
around the yolk.
Baby chicky things. That
Yeah.
stuff.
So we put them in a dish and use plastic spoons, and we take those out before we fry the egg.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have a favorite. Depends on my mood. Most of the time it's scrambled, but I like fried with with yolk where I can put it on a piece of toast, and then when I cut into it, it oozes everywhere. Number 12 is bread, white, wheat, or rye. Again, it depends on on what kind of sandwich you're having.
Or what I'm doing with it.
I mean, rye would be pastrami or corned beef.
Yeah, yeah, it depends on what I'm using or what I'm having it with. You know, I'll have wheat if I'm having eggs, an egg sandwich. I'll have, I eat them all. I'm not crazy about white, but for most part, again, they're all okay for me.
I feel the same way. I eat all 3.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Most of the time,
Probably-
we got them all in the fridge anyway.
Well, lately I've been buying the butter bread,
Yeah,
which is a white bread, but it has a nice
buttery.
texture.
Mm.
Number 3, meat, fish, or poultry.
I am not a big fish eater. I said that before. There's certain kinds of fish I'll eat, but what do we have fish? Maybe once a
Cod.
month.
Well, it depends. It's so expensive that I wait for it to go on sale.
Yeah, I don't like it. Even when we had the boat, no cooking fish on the boat. I didn't like the smell of it. We don't don't fish on my boat. You know, everybody will say, "Oh, good, let's go fishing." Not on my boat. Right? I don't fish either. I don't know. Fish is not the thing.
No.
Steak, beef. What was the other one?
Poultry, chicken, turkey.
Chicken. Yeah, chicken is decent. I can go for chicken. Turkey's not bad, but I'm more chicken than turkey.
Yeah. I mean, if I had a choice, I really like seafood. I like shrimp, and I like cod and haddock and sole and crab cakes and yeah, I like that stuff. And then chicken would be my next because you can make chicken a whole bunch of ways, francais and sautéed, and so beef. You know, I eat it and I like it, but if I had a choice, I would pick the other two first.
Yeah, sometimes she'll have one thing for dinner, and I'll have something else. You know, if she's gonna have shrimp,
Shrimp
you know,
scampi.
so just make me a cheeseburger or something, and I'm happy. You know, don't go nuts.
Number 14, dessert, pie, cake, or pastry.
I would probably go for pastry, but again, as long as I have my pick. You know who doesn't make it? Well, they're not open anymore either, huh?
What?
Sherry's or whatever it was?
No, she's not open anymore.
Yeah, they used to make that,
They stopped making that.
what was it?
It was that fruit thing.
Yeah,
They stopped
like a
making
big
it.
tart or something.
They stopped making
The
it.
thing was
Probably
great.
they got lazy.
And well, they were assholes anyway. Quick story about them. They're in a little plaza that has parking for them, guitar store, and
I think there's an eyeglass place there
yeah,
too.
and about 30 feet away, there's another breakfast spot, and one of the guy's customers from the breakfast spot parked behind the bakery because there was no spots. The owner of the bakery, the father, went out and poured grease inside the car. It was a convertible. It was one of those little foreign cars. The what do you call them?
BMW?
BMWs. Convertible, open. He poured grease all over inside the car. Guy goes out and sees all this grease, and now he calls the cops. Cops come. They go inside the bakery because they seen cameras up out there. Well, the father wasn't there, the guy that did it. The son doesn't know anything about it, so the cops go in there and say, listen, we had a problem in the back. We see you have cameras back there. Did you have the cameras on? Yeah. Can we look at them? Yeah. They looked at it, and the son is showing them the videos, and it's his father that's dumping the grease all over this new car. Right. Well, needless to say, after that, he got arrested, and it was thousands and thousands. Actually, I think he got a new car out of it.
I don't know.
Because they couldn't clean it up. I don't remember the story on the ending, but he did get arrested for it. But yeah, but that's so much. They closed up, by the way. Which
They do online orders.
yeah, they do online.
Now.
But they were really rude people. They really were. Nobody liked them. So their pastries were good, but nobody liked them.
But you know, they got lazy too. They used to make this really beautiful fruit. I forget what they called it, but it was a big fruit tart about this thick, and it had fruit in it. It was
Yeah,
delicious.
strawberries and
And they stopped
peach.
doing it, I think, because it either cost too much to do, or they just didn't feel like doing it anymore because it was too labor intensive. I
the
don't know.
crust on it was phenomenal. I would buy it just for the crust.
Anyway,
Yeah.
my dessert of choice would be cake. I like cake. I like all three, but I think if you gave me a choice, cake would be my first choice.
Almond or cheese, Danish.
And the last question is number 15, and it's cheese. Provolone, Swiss, or Munster?
Well, forget Munster.
I like Munster. Especially when you melt it. It oozes all over the place.
Forget the monster cheese. You had it? Oh, you had what was that in there that turned green and then black? I just threw it
That
out.
was,
Monterey.
yeah, Monterey
Oh,
Jack.
okay. What's another one I hate?
I like the soft, the semi-soft cheeses.
Sharp cheddar cheese and Swiss would probably be my pick.
Swiss. Well, you don't have. They don't have provolone, Swiss, or Munster.
Oh, well, then it's going to be Swiss. Provolone's not bad, but Swiss.
I like Swiss. Yeah, I like Swiss on a lot of things, most things. And, but that's it. That's all of those. And
Well,
I think we're caught up. I'm not sure, but I
Yeah.
think we are.
Yeah. Well, if we're not, we will be. But I
Yeah,
think
if we're
that's
not,
it.
We'll have to check and make sure.
Yeah. So, but other than that, guys, have a good one. I'll grab a couple of you guys. I'll tag you. Some of them, well, you know, some guys don't like doing them. Not a big deal. I understand. But we'll see what happens, and I'll put it in the script.
Buongiorno, mes amis.
Yeah, all right. I got a few words I can say too.